Oh, hello, and welcome as always to our lovely stream. My name is Logan. This is All Systems Go. You will notice we are down one player tonight. Unfortunately, Sarah is having a great time without us, and so we're going to have a great time without her tonight, as is tradition. Um, let's see. We are playing a small homebrew campaign called Odyssey of the Dragonlords, and I've been told that this is not a small homebrew campaign, and I think it is. So that's my opinion, and that's the truth. But that's what we're playing. It's very small, a small book, and we've been playing it for a couple weeks now, and we got a couple weeks left. So thanks for joining us. I hope you're all caught up. We will introduce ourselves now, starting with live in person this week, Connor.
Hi, I'm at a different CIA black site. This one has a
This
camera.
one has a camera.
I play Sophron. He's a minotaur barbarian. He goes bar 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 and kills all the guys.
It's that simple.
Mhm.
We got next. She's not here. He's true. Okay, next.
Hi, my name's Sean. I play Aeneas, the Circle of Stars druid. He has just currently he was playing with some applesauce, he was playing with some eggs. Suddenly a dragon and
Making a
happened.
soft meal. Suddenly, dragon. And what does he go? Does he go? You know,
He goes nar. Nar 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 nar.
very
He
good.
druids
Okay,
everyone.
next.
I'm Abby.
Get ready, Joey. I'm going to ask you that question. So you have two more people to go through, but you better have an answer. Sorry, Abby. Go ahead.
Two, it's
I-
only one.
play Elegy. She is a warrior of mercy monk. And she's a siren. And she go different things at different times. But as of recently, she go punch, 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 punch.
Okay, very good. Joey?
Hi, I'm Joey, he, him. I play Kai, he, him. He's a demigod sorcerer.
He him.
He go he him.
He's mourning his aunt who got stabbed and pushed into a volcano. And he
You
go,
were advocating
"You
for
like
that.
You like that? You like that? That's how Kai goes.
Oh,
What was that?
Kyra go. Ow, 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 ow.
Hot 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 hot.
Okay. Perfect. We are going to start tonight, as we start every night, with a vignette. So, Abby, you're joining me on this vignette. Really, I'm more joining you on this vignette.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set the scene, and then you tell us what's going to happen. So, this is a couple weeks ago. We're still fresh on the Ultros. So, really, actually, less than a week, 2 weeks. We're fresh on the Ultros. You are up on deck, maybe, and you have a task ahead of you. A task that you don't really even know if it is a task, but you've decided that it is a task, and it is something you will see through. So other people have tried this task with varying degrees of failure, but you're not like them. So you're going to succeed on this task. And what do we see when we zoom into the deck and we see Elegy up there with...
Oh, he's gone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh my God. Okay.
I was just
We
going to do
zoom
the
in.
vignette by myself.
What part do you not hear? It's Elegy.
Yeah,
She's
it's
on the
Elegy.
deck.
She's got a box, and she's
On the
she's like sitting crisscross applesauce bird legs with box, and she's like knocking on it, and she's looking through Esther's journal trying to figure out what he already tried, and she's like poking and prodding, and then she's got a notebook that she's taking detailed notes in about like if it responds to anything or if it doesn't respond to anything and where that we are in the world, because maybe that matters.
Perfect. And you're like looking at the box, or you're like looking down, then you're looking up at the box. You look back down, and you look back up at the box, and now there's like two little eyes looking at you on the other side of the box. And like up from behind the box rises Levius, and he goes, "Ooh, This is shiny. What is it? And he like knocks it as well. Oh, cold.
Yeah, it's a cold rectangular prism, but I've been calling it the box because I think it should open.
Ooh, well, all rectangles open
No?
if you try hard enough. Anyway, what's in it?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or, yeah,
Well, what have you tried?
I just started trying, actually.
Ooh, have you kicked it?
No, you can kick it.
He like kicks it, like thuds. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that didn't work.
I write down.
What's next?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I can make it act any different way right now. Kicking,
It's a
it didn't
box.
act different. What? It's a magic box.
Have you ever seen it do anything?
No, but
Why would it start?
I flipped the page. Astor said when he put it in the fire, it got colder. Actually,
Oh. Who's Esther?
a really bad person.
So you stole a box from a really bad person and now you're opening it?
Well, can you steal from somebody who is dead?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Property rights are a complicated subject.
What is next? I reach into the bag of holding, pull out the horn of Balmetria. I'm like, I wanted to dump this on top of it, and I.
Yeah, go for it. He's like encouraging you and like cheering you on as you dump this over the top of the box. It just spills out onto the box and then runs off. And like by the time it hits the deck, it like turns into vapor and evaporates. He's like, I think it's working. It's not working.
I analyzed the box to see if anything changed.
Absolutely nothing has changed. Maybe there's like a layer of frozen wine on it, but it quickly melts after you stop pouring. He says, wow, this is going to be tough. He's just like all in on helping you. Like you didn't invite him, but like you can't get rid of him now.
Okay.
So we'll fast forward a couple days or so. The rest of that session was you just sort of catching him up to speed on what the box is and what the box is not and everything Esther has tried. He's coming up with some ideas. Some of them are really, really bad. Like open it in the dark. That didn't work. Some of them are really good. Like, no, he actually doesn't have any good ones, but he has a lot of bad ones. So we'll fast forward to the next good idea, which comes from you because not from him.
Let us not prescribe good to these ideas. Okay, it's like a week later. I'm like, Lorraine, did you get what I told you to get?
Oh yeah, and he brings out like a big bag. I just don't understand how any of this is gonna work, but
Okay, did you
here are
get
the ideas, girl.
You got Nemea's blood?
Oh yeah.
Did you get Pythor's blood? That wasn't going to be more difficult.
Oh no, he just gave it to me.
Oh, that is irresponsible.
You're telling me.
Okay, and then we have your blood and my
Mhm.
blood.
Yeah.
And then I already tried some random guy who works on the boat's blood, so that didn't work.
Okay, so we're just gonna. Are these all at once or just sequential?
No, individual, and then maybe we make a smoothie.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna go get that other guy's blood so we can do a 5-way smoothie.
Okay, that's good.
Perfect. So he shoves all of this blood into your hand. Just like scuttles off. A couple moments later, you hear a sort of shout and like an exclamation, and he comes back momentarily with like just like blood in his hands.
Okay, we're gonna apply this. Like, I'll make like nice little, I'll get like a brush out and make like little blood swipes and see if anything changes. It's very scientific.
Absolutely nothing changes.
Blood
He's still
smoothie
holding
swipe.
the blood. It's like dripping through his hands. You make the smoothie in his hands. You apply the additional swipe. Absolutely nothing happens. He says, I don't know about this one. He just like wipes the blood off onto him and then onto the box and just like onto the deck. It's like a big bloody mess now. That did not work. The next day, you guys are reconvening. What are we trying today?
Today, I have procured a small box, like a bigger box than the box, but a small, like, crate.
Ooh, we're
An
gonna take
empty
this box
crate.
and we're gonna put it in another box, and then we're gonna open that box, and it's gonna open both boxes.
No, but we could try that after. No, I'm going to go into this box with the box, and you're going to come get me in like 20 minutes. No more than that.
Okay. He just starts counting loudly.
You have to be not here.
Okay, he like goes to the other side of the boat, and
I
you
have to concentrate.
Okay.
Okay. I get in the
start
box,
counting a little bit. Uh-huh.
and I just like take myself to the cave and try to make it as cold and frosty in here as possible.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. You feel like
It's really awful.
it's really awful. And then you like hear a knock on the box, the big box. He says, "Okay, well you didn't come out and it didn't work, so I let you go for double the time. So it's been 40 minutes."
I scream at him.
So that one did not work. Later that afternoon, we reconvene and try a different activity.
Okay, Loreas. Have you met Memnon? We locked him in a box like immediately, so probably not.
Yeah, he has not.
Okay, we're going to go get him. I like
You go
knock
up
on
the
the
box.
Memnon.
Yeah, the box is labeled. It says, "Do not open under any circumstances."
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello, who is it?
Hi, Memnon. It's Elegy.
Elegy. That is the proper greeting I am supposed to give you. Hello, who is it? But I already knew it was you. I heard your stomping from across the deck.
Don't stomp. That's
You have a distinct
Sophron.
acoustic noise when your talons strike the floor.
Okay, that's probably true.
It is.
Okay, Loreas, you're going to ask him if he knows anything about this box, and I'm going to go to the
Ooh.
other side of the boat.
You're
now.
shiny. What do you do? He says, "Hello, Loreas. I am Memnon. I am," and then you're walking away, and they're just talking. How long do you let them talk?
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You come back, and mid-sentence, Memnon goes, "And that is the history of my trust." It's like, you turn, like, Loreas turns around, and is like, "I learned so much from him. He's great. We should bring him everywhere."
Did you learn anything about the box?
You know, we had not got there yet.
Oh. Okay. Do you think it would... Memnon, you know anything about that?
About a box. Yes, I know
That
the mathematical
box.
concept of a box.
That
This box.
box.
I do not.
Okay. Go back in your box.
Ooh. Shut him down. Yeah, that was a failure as well. Maybe try 2 more. What's the next one
Okay.
you got? A couple days later. You've had a lot of failures in one day. So, and spend a couple days. Maybe this is after Golden Heart. So, spend a little bit of a rough time after that vision.
I'm going to go to Pythor and Kyra without Loreas.
Okay.
And I
Yeah, you
would-
find them in Kyra's room, and Kyra is like in the middle of saying, "Pythor, you just can't. This is my room. You can't just decide it's your room. This used to be your room, and then you wanted my room, so we switched, and you want to switch back, and then you walk in. Elegy, tell him he's being unreasonable."
You're being unreasonable, probably both of you.
She's only half right. I told you that. She's always lying halfway. He says, "Well, the sun is on this side now. I got us tan over here. We changed directions, Kyra, so that's why I need the sun." She says, "Just make sun. You can do that." And then they get into an argument over who making the sun.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
No, you cannot have this room.
That was not the question.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Can you open this box?
Yeah. They're both confident in their own ways. Like, what block? I can open any box. And Kyra's like, I ain't met nothing I've never been able to get into. You put it in front of them. Who do you want them to try first?
Pythor.
Pythor? He's like, like, tries to lift it. It just like flips upside down. It's like, huh. He like picks it up and he's like trying to pry it open, but there's no really seam, so it's just like falling all over the place. He says, "What kind of box is it? This can't even be opened. This is a solid piece of metal."
Okay, Kyra, your turn.
She says,
Whoever opens the box can have this room.
"Oh, yes. Okay." She like wiggles her little fingers and she leans down and she says, "Open." Waits momentarily. Yeah, I'm with Pytha. This can't be opened at all.
Okay, thank you. I'll take my box back.
Perfect. Okay. There's a couple more failures. What other we won't do them all, but like what we won't act them all out. But what other activities do you try and fail?
What I gaslight myself and reality into thinking the box is open. That doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
I don't have them all written down, but I talk to it and tell it my whole story, and that also it doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the final thing that I try, I'm like in my room. Also, Loreas is not there. These are like we've reached high philosophy trying now.
Yep.
Loreas is unneeded.
He's the emotional support outside the door if you need him.
But she picks up her lute and she starts to sing to it. And she starts like, it's kind of like when she told it her whole story, but she's like, here are my emotions and here's how I'm feeling. And like, it's kind of complicated. And maybe it's after Sophron helped her feel better again. And so she's like got all of these complex emotions. And then it like turns into a lament. And then it turns into like a lament to the thing inside the box. How it must suck to have been in this box and like Esther was trying to get you for 500 years and like that really sucks. And then she like turns the song into like lamenting for the box itself because it's been holding this thing for so long and like not ever able to let go of it and like nobody appreciates that it's doing all of this. And then she stops and she's like, "Oh, I understand."
And with that final idea in mind, we'll stop that vignette right there. As you confident what you need to do next, go to do it. Okay. And we are back. Who wants to give us the recap? Abby did last time, so it can't be Abby this time, and it can't be Sarah. She's not here, so it's got to be one of you. Could phone her in, but we're not going to. Thanks for speaking up, Connor.
Phone a
Okay.
friend.
So we last week climbed a mountain, fought some guys. Last week we were at the top of the mountain because we had just fought all these guys, and then there were more guys ahead of us. And so we're like, okay, we're just gonna walk on in, and we're gonna pretend that Kai is that lady who we had a pun name for, and I was really funny about it. And then we were crossing the bridge. I turned her into a bull, and we charge and we fight, and then we kill some lizard folk. And I'm sorry, I don't know any of their names, Logan. That's just the way it's gonna be. Then there was Hakuroa, who is actually the Titan of
Freedom.
Freedom. I was gonna say swiftness, but freedom is right. He possessed Kyra and was kind of a scary psycho. And then we walked away, and I guess that's fine. Oh, and we pushed Kyra in the lava.
what did you do before you pushed Kyra into the lava?
I stabbed her with the sword
You
But that
stabbed
seemed
her with the
inconsequential.
sword.
because she
That
was still
she was
alive. after
canonically afraid of.
Correct. Yeah.
that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean
Everybody's
anything.
afraid of something. It doesn't mean it's rational.
This is just advanced science.
It's just advanced
And then-
science.
Most importantly, we went down into a dragon's belly and we gave
Elvis.
it an embryectomy and stole an egg from that dragon. And
It's
now,
still inside.
That's not really true.
that's true. We haven't left yet. Yeah.
We've helped the dead dragon give birth.
Hmm.
There you go.
This is a
That's what we did.
pro-life stream. Okay, that's more or less what happened. And when we left off, Aeneas had used his magic haste of distilled golden apples from the Isle of the Golden Heart, the Silent Tree. 2, he smeared it on this broken egg, or this cracked egg that was dying, and seemingly returned it to vitality. And it proceeded to hatch in front of him. From it came a small dragon. Looks similar to the Thyloros in that they both are reptilian creatures, but this one is sort of long, sort of lanky body, short of little stubby legs, has this big spiky crest that starts at its head and goes all the way down to its long tail. It is sort of a pale color, whereas the Thyloros is very rich and vibrant orange. This is more of a subdued brass type color. And it immediately launched into a crusade of questions for Aeneas, did not wait for any single answers, and then Aeneas just sort of clamped its little mouth shut, and it's still talking its little heart out through a closed mouth as Aeneas is holding its mouth shut. And that is where we will just jump right back in. So,
All right. Shh. But, all right. I'm going to ask you one question, and I want the answer. Okay? Nod your head. I move his snout up and down. What is your name?
Have you released his lips?
Yeah.
Okay. He does not, to your surprise, immediately start talking, but he's sort of thinking a little bit. He goes, what is my name? My name is What is it? Chariskos. My name is Chariskos. What's your name? What's the name? Does everybody have a name? If we didn't have names, what would we call ourselves? I think I'd call myself.
Remember, we had a rule.
You have to
Lance
retire.
closes his snout again. All right, Chariskos. My name is Aeneas, and these are some of my friends.
The ground gives it a little bit of a tremor.
We should leave. And then he's sort of like, I think he like tucks him under one arm, like almost like I'm imagining like a chicken, but not the big chickens, like a
Not the
real
big
little
chickens.
chicken. He's got one hand holding Chariskos under
Body and one on his mouth.
and then one muzzling him. It's like, well, Nemea, I got a new one for you.
Okay. The rest
Starts
of you,
making his way
Sophron, you
up
were
and
down
out.
here. Elegy's away. And Kai, were you down here?
I think
Were you
the
up?
tremor wakes Kai up because he's been stunned on the ground, and so he's like, oh shit,
Nope.
and his like face is like covered in ash.
Yep. Yeah. It was a little tremor. Just like, yeah.
Kai's very delicate. We should go. He's like runs up to the group or finds them.
It's a dumb question, but is this like a supernatural tremor? Or is this
Make a nature
First of all,
check.
volcano feelings we've been feeling the whole time?
We're in a volcano. We
Yeah,
should just leave.
volcanoes,
Regardless.
Yeah, we're fine.
It was really hard. I mean, it was very soft. Like it was more of like an auditory rumble than like a physical rumble. But as you're like thinking about it, it happens again, and this time it's a little bit stronger. And there's not like an angry roar from a trapped titan or anything like that. It feels pretty natural. Feels like the beginnings of an earthquake. You've experienced a couple of those in your lifetime, maybe. That's what it's reminiscent of. It doesn't hit quite like a normal earthquake where it's like really, really strong from the get-go. But you have 2 data points, and it does seem like there's a curve that goes up.
All right, let's go.
There was nothing else particularly important in this cave. I don't.
No, in the
Grab
cave
all
there was
the
a
good
bunch of lizard folk eggs.
Yeah, we're pro-life, and that also means pro-nature taking its path, which could be destroying all of these lizard folk eggs.
What? No, Kai. Well, that's not cool.
You're
Are
gonna
these,
transit
like-
every lizard folk egg?
Based on my extensive knowledge of lizard folks and their naming conventions.
Oh, you're not gonna destroy them.
No.
No,
Okay, okay.
No,
I'm
I'm not gonna
asking, is
actively
this
destroy them.
like an incubator for actual lizard folk eggs that have lizard folk embryos in them, or is this like an ossified, mummified, we put a bunch of eggs down here as sacrifices?
Hmm.
room?
If you pick up one of them, it feels like it has, like it's not a solid rock. Like it feels like it
Fresh.
has, like liquid in it.
Mm-hmm.
You could shake it
Yeah,
really
we
hard
leave
if you
it-
want to.
No, we're not gonna
Nope.
shake the baby. We're gonna coerce everyone into leaving. We're all just
Perfect.
gonna shuffle out of here in an orderly fashion.
As you're shuffling, a bit larger this time, the rumble. Everyone make a strength check if you are on the ground. Or saving throw, sorry.
Strength.
Man, Kai really wants to grab one of these lizards and pretend it's a dragon because he's feeling missing out.
Literally kidnapping. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
It's
You
true.
were just going off on us for hypothetically just leaving.
know. You said strength, right?
Yep, strength saving throw.
Oh wait, a
Oh,
saving throw.
that's
Oh, wait,
fine.
that could be my saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one is almost knocked you guys to your feet, or off your feet. But you all, like, it's a pretty small room, so you're able to grab the walls and sort of hang on. Maybe one of you is halfway up the ladder and you just hang on real tight. This one lasts probably a good 15 seconds, and it is stronger than the other ones. After it stops, again, you guys scramble up out of this room, back up into the caldera, out of sort of the fossilized and ossified and calcified remains of this pelvis. If you remember, after Kyra hit the lava, it slowly retreated back down. Now it's coming back up. Like it's probably a good third of the way back up to where it was at the top. So that's not good. Maybe. And by the time you all get back up there, maybe there's another rumble, and this one is a little bit stronger, a little bit longer. You're putting it all together. It definitely seems like something is happening with this volcano. The lizard folk, the ones that had come back after the chaos that had ensued earlier, are now, again, there's chaos, and they're screaming that Hakuroa is awakening, and they are like running out of this village.
I'll let them do their thing.
Don't
Don't
worry,
leave it,
we
please.
killed your god. It's all okay.
I don't think any gods were killed. We just
At least 2.
we
Got
leave.
him.
By the time so if you remember, the little bone bridge is on the far side of the village from where you are right now. So you guys are making your way through. You have to pause every once in a while because of the shaking. Some of the buildings are starting to like shake and fall down into the caldera. It does not look like this village is long for this world at the moment. Luckily, you're on sort of the more well-constructed side and are able to make it all the way across with just some light pausing for rumbling. The lava is probably 2/3 of the way when you guys get to the far end. And you're just, unless you're doing something, I assume you're just going down the mountain. You're like, screw this, we're gone.
Feels like our
Yeah.
job's done. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. As you guys are crossing the bone bridge, you hear, "Wait, take me with you!" And you look over, and there's this man who seems like he's very close, but then you're like, wait, no, he's actually very far. He must just be a giant man. And he's waving his arms, and he's like got one eye in the middle of his face, and he's like waving at you, wait, and he's like lugging things behind him, and he's like trying to catch up to you now. Can't really fit in most of the dragon or the lizard folk buildings. Luckily, the roof is blown off of the one that Kane was in, so he's trying to get through that one to get to you guys. He'll be here momentarily if you choose to wait for him.
He's just a cyclops, just a giant cyclops. Is he familiar?
No.
He's not broke, all grown up from a magic potion?
That he's broke has not been microdosing, so no, that is not what has happened.
It's not a Gygon? Don't the Gygons also
Gygons have 6 arms. He only has 2
He
arms.
only has 2, like a normal Cyclops.
Yeah, a normal cyclops.
Kai will cast haste on him. Giddy up.
Perfect.
On the cyclops?
Perfect. He
Okay.
just zooms the rest of the way, and he's like, whoa, and then he's like still in a very low voice. When he gets to you, he's like probably 10 feet tall, so he's towering over you, and he's in his low voice, but it's like accelerated from the haste he's not used to, and he says, I've brought my things, we can go. I don't think this volcano is gonna last much longer.
Let's
Yeah,
walk
wait,
and talk.
who are you, mate?
Let's walk and talk.
He is he's like, let's go. And then you say, who are you? And he's like, my name's Brontus. I'm a blacksmith here, but I need to get off this island. You surely have a boat? Surely?
Yeah, I guess.
The
Okay.
two of you that rely on the sense of sight, notice when he gets up here, he has big hands. And at first you're like, yeah, he's a giant. He's got big hands. But then you look a little bit closer and you stare, and it's a little bit rude. He doesn't just have like large hands. He actually has 10 fingers on each hand. So there's a lot of fingies happening.
Actually, there's no room in the boat. Bye.
I mean, we can't stop him from coming down the mountain with us. We can stop him from getting on the boat.
Yeah, we
Let's
can talk
get
about it
down
later.
the mountain, and
Agreed,
then we'll
let's go.
deal with this problem
Perfect.
later.
You guys agree to get down the mountain. Again, a large tremor happens. It knocks probably most of you to your feet. Sophron, you can probably withstand it. Maybe like one of the supports of the bone bridge snaps during this. So you have to like really quickly get across. You don't know how much longer this bone bridge is going to last. The lava is like burning the bottom of most of these buildings now. So it is almost upon you. You guys get to the far side of the bridge. Just as the other side snaps and begins to fall and like sizzle as it hits the lava, it doesn't sink. It sort of floats like a pontoon at this point. But the lava is very high. One of you roll a perception check. Doesn't matter who.
Perceive.
And then one of you roll a survival check.
That's
Kai.
a skill I don't have.
Okay, I'll survive us.
Hi, you are looking back, like trying to make sure everyone's gotten across the bridge. You see like bubbling in the middle of the caldera, like at the lava level. Not like normal, like lava gently bubbles. They're like big bubbles, and they're like pretty confined to the middle of this lava pool. You surmise something might be coming out of that.
What's that?
The rest of you turn and
What's
look
what?
and see the bubbling that I just described to Kai.
Sure seems like a volcano about to erupt. We should just keep going down the mountain.
My
Yes?
tall friend. Have you seen that before? As we keep walking.
I've seen nothing like that. Okay. 13. You can Aeneas, that's to sort of lead people down the mountain in the fastest way, and in a way that's not, because you're not going to be able to outrun this lava once it crests the caldera. So you are finding sort of a ridge that you can go down where the lava will not be like at your level. You'll be on sort of the high ground from it. You can identify one of those pretty quick, and you. Thank you, Abby. You guys stick to that. Once you get up there, the lava is bubbling and it begins to trickle out the top of the caldera and just gently start to come down. And then there's a huge crack, like an explosion has gone off on the top of this mountain. Lava comes flying up out of it. And it sort of showers all of you in like tiny little drops, and you get like little burns all over you. And it just sort of showers the top of this mountain. And there's like this large, not a column, but like a vertical spray of lava. And there seems to be like a big rock, or there's a big thing in it that's sort of like coming up out from the volcano, like as part of this explosion.
Is it a big
Lava's
hand?
now, it's not a big hand. That would be funny. No. It unfurls wings, and you begin to see like a huge bird, like probably 3 times larger than the large chickens that you guys fought. Like massive bird. It's dripping lava off of it. It shouts out like a screech, like a hawk hunting, and it just screams and then beats its wings a couple times and flies up above the cloud that's now forming above this volcano. And there's just black smoke, and now the lava is starting to come really fast. You from up here are a little bit safe. You're like, the lava's flowing around you. You're on like sort of a high ground, and it's flowing to the left and to the right. But you currently have a straight shot down the mountain. It might take a little bit, but you can get down there. You can see off in the distance the Ultros. You can see a little speck that's probably Elegy zooming over to the Ultros. And you can see like maybe some commotion further down the mountain from all of the little red-skinned lizard folks that are running down the mountain. Most of them, not most of them, a number of them not outrunning the lava. What are you guys going to do? You could probably just walk at this point. It doesn't seem like the lava is going to get up to the level where you're at, but you're now sort of as an active volcano eruption.
Kai is using a shield as like an umbrella because he's protecting his hair. And he's like squinting at that bird and was like, I thought that'd be Kyra. And then we'll look at the lava coming down the mountainside. Is the village, are like settlements at risk? Like, do we need to do some hero stuff and save some people?
The island's not very big, and like most parts of the island you've been on, there have been signs of like lava flow in the past.
Right.
Like you can see like obsidian glass. It certainly seems like when this volcano erupts, it affects the entire island.
Am I familiar with any stories of lava birds coming out of volcanoes? Is that like, oh yeah,
Roll.
that's definitely
Roll.
I don't know. the name.
Chelsea?
That's it.
Roll a history check. It's a big bird.
That's an
Not a
Artha.
big.
That's we're rolling an Artha there. Much better.
Yeah. There, you didn't get a great look at it, but you have heard stories of large birds, especially when you're out on the sea, your time as a sailor. There are ample tales of large birds of prey that sort of terrorize ships. And it's said that like if ships are doing piracy or they're doing like bad activities, large birds sometimes swoop out of the sky and whole ships go missing. And it's sort of like a tale to promote lawful sea activities. That is one of the main mentions of like birds of that size in tales. There's never been like a specimen collected. There's never really been accurate first accounts of that. It's more of, until this moment, you thought a children's tale.
And there's no stories of them being lava birds.
No, there's not ever been a lava twist to the story. No.
Yeah, all right. So that's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. There you go. Thank you for that wonderful backstory that I am now going to ignore.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, not much I can do to help anyone.
I can pick up 2 people, one on the right, one on the left, and carry them. That's the best I can do right now.
Yeah. You guys will keep descending the mountain. Elegy, we will go to you. You experience everything I just said from the sky, and you have a much better vantage point to see this large bird explode out of the top of the mountain, shriek. It doesn't come for you. It just flies up above the clouds, really the volcanic smoke, and disappears.
Okay. Can I also fly above the clouds and see if it's hanging out or if it's like gone off?
Make a constitution check.
12?
It is like you try and fly through it, you try and hold your breath. It like singes you, your wings start to like smolder a little bit. So you're like, I should not fly through this.
Okay. I'm just gonna go chill on the boat.
Okay. Just heading straight there?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes. I guess how wasn't the sort of last settlement the Ashwalkers and whoever else wasn't it like in lava tunnels? Was it like
Yep, it certainly
raised?
was.
Yeah, but lava doesn't necessarily flow in every tunnel over.
You're right. It was just in lava tunnels. There's a lot of lava tunnels.
I guess I'm trying to assess like how in danger does that settlement seem to be.
It, without additional rolls, your sort of a level of understanding, it seems like the whole island is in some level of danger. You don't know the specifics of that village, but I mean the whole village or the whole island is at risk of lava.
I say we go to the village, see if anyone wants to evacuate. And if not, we leave. Because this whole civilization has grown up around this mountain, and I feel like surely they know how to mitigate its impacts and deal with it.
They just start over every time. Super tragedy, really.
Just one Adam and one Eve lizard, and they just...
Yep. There's a reason they
okay.
have noses and chins like the Habsburg dynasty.
Perfect. But you guys are about...
Aeneas
you guys are running... Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Aeneas will...
if you take your hand off of that dragon's mouth, it will start talking.
He carefully maneuvers Chariskos around to face him. Hand on the snout. And he looks him in the eye and he says, all right, Chariskos, I'm going to leave temporarily, and you are going to stay with this person. And he turns him around to look at Sophron. So that's Sophron. You're going to stay with him and no one else, and you're not going to listen to anyone else, but you are going to listen to Sophron. He's the only person you can trust. Okay? Turn him around, look at him. Yes. Okay. And now he's your problem. And Aeneas shoves him at Sophron. At the same time, he turns into an owl and he's gonna go flying over to the settlement.
Perfect. Sophron, a small dragon is shoved into your hand, and he immediately launches into a tirade of questions. Wow, you're really big. How did you get those muscles? Can you lift? Can you lift me? Are you lifting me right now? Oh my goodness, can you lift me higher? Oh my god, what are those horns for? Did you grow them yourself? That's crazy. I've never seen horns before.
Does he have horns?
Yeah, they're like little spikes.
You got
like
little dragon stubs.
Yeah.
You have horns as well.
What? And he like tries to start looking at himself, and he can't. And then he is like just asks why can't you not see my horns? Can you take my eyes? Can you put my eyes? I'd make them so I can see the horn. And then he like it's like he like every once in a while to breathe in really deeply and then continue his questions. And his energy level is rising quite a bit. Like you've
Oh,
really got him excited with the horns.
You've been cooped up for a while. I understand it. When we get down to the water, you can look in the water, and that will reflect, and you'll be able to see yourself. Yes. Okay?
Water, what's water? Is water a person? I love meeting people. And he's like talking, and then like it starts to like sputter a little bit of fire as he's talking, like through the words, and it's like starting to shoot out a little bit at you, and you're like having to hold him a little bit further and further away from you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Perfect.
No, water's not a person; it's a thing. There's a lot of it down here.
So
You can
water,
see it
would
from
I
where
be a
we're at.
thing?
Yeah, probably. It's
Whoa.
probably a thing regardless, but
Perfect. You like a seasoned parent just entertain his questions the whole
I-
time.
very specifically
Uh-huh.
am winding him up so that when Aeneas gets back, I can release him
Perfect.
and disappear in a puff of smoke.
Make an animal handling check. Or child rearing.
I don't have child rearing.
Good old child
But I
rearing.
will spend an Artha on that animal handling.
Well,
Worth it.
Worth it. Okay.
Always worth it.
Perfect. Aeneas, you are an owl. You fly to the village.
Doing my best, obviously, to outrun any
Yeah.
lava.
Yeah. As you're flying, you hear an explosion, and you look back, and probably the top third of this mountain has like sort of not like Mount St. Helens. It's both exploded and like slid down the far side of this, crashing into the ocean. Luckily, the Ultros is on the other side of the island. But that certainly does not look like it happens all the time, or the mountain would not be here anymore.
Yeah.
You get to the village, it is chaos. Lizard folk are running all over the place. Some of them are arguing with each other. Some of them are trying to like take luggage. Some people are trying to just swim out into the ocean. It's chaos.
Yeah. Aeneas will sort of like land, shapeshift back, and then start shouting out, Chief Kane, Chief Kane, Chief Kazai, where are you?
Kane is the one you
Oh, that was
killed
the
at
wrong
the
At
one.
the top of the mountain.
Kazai.
Kazai and
Kaale.
Kaale.
Sorry.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check or a constitution check to just try and shout above this chaos.
Constitution or persuasion? Technically my constitution's better.
You bellow Kaale and Kazai just sort of like a couple times, and then they come up to you. It's really hard to avoid your bellowing. You're much larger than all of them, and you're making
Also,
a big
yeah, bigger
ruckus.
than.
So you hear Kaale's voice, and she goes, "What have you done? The mountain Hakuroa, he is awakening."
Yeah, well, I mean, Kane kind of pissed everyone off, so I think that included Hakuroa. But
Of course,
anyways,
this is Kane's fault.
he is not a problem anymore. But the problem is that I think there's a lot of lava your way. I think I can help save everyone, but we're gonna need to get everybody together and next to the ocean on the beach.
You think we should abandon Hakuroa?
No, you should abandon this little dinky village so I can keep all of you alive, and then you can decide if you want to stay on this island or not.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I'll roll that. Then Arthur. Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah. You were suggesting that they abandon Hakuroa, and like immediately people started shouting at you that they would never abandon Hakuroa, and that Hakuroa, you must have made him angry and this is your fault. And then you just shout in their face until they stop talking. And then everyone in the village is silent at this point. And you have like the floor to speak to everybody.
All right, everyone, listen up. You are gonna go to the beach. We're gonna get really friendly with each other and sit really close together. And then we're gonna wait until the lava gets here, and then I'm gonna protect you. And then, as a civilized group of people, we're gonna decide if you either wanna stay or if you wanna take a different course of action. I will not suggest what that actually is because it seems very upsetting to actually say any of the words I'm thinking.
Kaale goes, the hero has spoken. Everybody, do as he says. And then Kazai goes, yes, do as he says. And the chaos has become order. People are lining up in an orderly fashion, and they're just like ducklings following their mother. They're all lining up behind you.
Okay, I lead them to the beach then.
Perfect. You lead them to the beach. Elegy, at this point, you've gotten sort of over the boat, and you look over and you see like the scene from a painting. Aeneas descending from the mountain, leading an entire
It's like
civilization
Moses.
behind him.
That's fine.
Parting the red hot sea.
I'm gonna get
Okay,
the
you
boat.
get down.
I'm gonna get the boat together. That's my
Okay.
mission.
To do what? Leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Aeneas, everyone is now filing down to the beach. You arrive at the beach. What you can do?
Winnie.
What a terrible little island this is. So dirty and hot. I've sweated the whole time, Aeneas.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
horrid.
I know.
We must
Yes.
depart.
We're leaving soon. I know. It has a lot of character. This island. Anyways,
A good
You know-
wine has character. This has trash.
well, I wouldn't know either way. um, now, Winnie, there's a couple. I know the druids talked about a lot. There's a lot of water spells, so sometimes I get them all confused. It's like water walking, there's water breathing. There's that control water spell I've been using, but I don't think I can do that right now. But I think there's another one called Wall of Water. You remember that one?
Of course it is. I remember everything the druids have ever said. I am an incarnation of their shared knowledge. How many times must I explain this?
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, just help me cast Wall of Water. Aeneas wants to wait until obviously the lava is much closer. It only lasts 10 minutes technically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But the goal is to create water barrier that would then cool the lava and create eventually a natural barrier.
Yeah.
A la
You do not have to wait long for the lava to start sort of trickling in. It's not like a wall of lava, but people are starting to get a little bit nervous. You get them all sort of very scrunched up together. What's the size of wall of water?
it can be a ring that's only
Okay.
20 feet in diameter, which I'm not sure if that's big enough. The amount of lizard folk, since I haven't done a census of the lizard folk.
They
um,
20 feet diameter?
if it's a ring, but if I make a wall, it can be 30 feet long.
Roll a spell casting check.
Normally they let you do it in segments. I'm surprised. This just says 30 feet long. Okay, spellcasting check. I'm just gonna roll.
Yep.
I guess I'll just do an attack roll.
Very good. Yeah, people are starting to get a little bit nervous. The lava's trickling in. They're like really scrounging together. People are looking at you nervously, like, come on, do something. Surely you haven't just gathered us here that we can all die together. And you are waiting. You're waiting almost too long. Like there's now sort of a tide of lava that's come down and it's like imminently about to hit you. You wait until it's very close and then you cast this wall of water, just sort of rising up from the sea. The lava hits it, immediately starts like hissing and sputtering. People are screaming. The lava's like building up behind this wall. It's cooling as it goes and it makes this sort of like towering, like in Avatar when they freeze the lava and it's like a perfect dome. That is sort of happening and it's starting to like part the lava as it goes to either side, and now it's hitting the ocean and it's like hissing and loud. It's really hot, but you seem to be holding the lava at bay. You keep it up for 10 minutes, and in that time it does seem to have made this big stone wall of cooled lava, probably 30 or so feet high and 30 feet wide, where it's parting the lava and creating a little pocket of safety on the coast. Safety relative.
Safety hashtag relative. All right, there you go. So here's your option. I don't know if this whole island's gonna be, desolate basically after this volcano's done. So you can either stay and figure it out, or I guess you can come with us on the Ultros for a bit. Try and make a new life somewhere.
Very convincing. I'd say,
He's not trying to convince anyone
Yeah.
in any direction.
based off of your performance and your natural 20 you got earlier, I'd say about 2/3 of the lizard folk are like, yeah, let's get on the Ultros. Hakuroa, well, he needs some time to calm down. He's not going to be too mad if we leave. And a
Always
third
come
are
back.
like, how dare you forsake Hakuroa? This hero and this team started causing the trouble when they arrived. Now Hakuroa is trying to get them off this island. We're not going to leave. And it splits about 2/3, 1/3. But it's about 2/3 do agree to leave the island.
Okay, well, I was not expecting that, so I don't have an exit plan for us.
Oh, very good.
I guess, so, all right, okay, well, I'll be right back. We'll bring the ship around, and anybody who wants to come with us can get on board. Everyone else can figure out their life however they want.
What's the population of this island? Vaguely?
Presently or before the volcano erupted?
Distinctly
Well,
lower.
obviously present.
Presently, that's probably a good 200 lizard folk that are opted to come.
So we're doubling our boat population. And yes, they're slightly smaller than a normal human. But
Good thing we made room when we lost some sailors.
They're refugees, it's fine. It's a big boat.
Yeah, it's a big boat. Okay.
We'll just drop them
And
off at the next island.
Unless anyone has anything to do, we will say you coordinate the following activities. Elegy has got the boat in order. The boat sort of swings around. You guys arrive down at the beach in front of some lava, but it is on your path. A rowboat is rowed out to you. You get on. You and Brontis leave. And then the boat swings further around, and you are greeted by a group of 200 lizard folks and Aeneas who would like to leave. And there's lava hitting the ocean here, so the Ultras can't get very close. So you guys are like ferrying them on a couple rowboats, and it takes a good maybe 2 or 3 hours to get them all, the ones that want to stay. The ones that don't want to go, you drop them off on a different part of the island so they're not trapped inside of a bubble to slowly die.
Would have been fine.
Okay. And then I think you're ready to leave, unless anyone has anything to do before you go.
Nope, that was it.
That was it. Okay.
And we let the Cyclops onto our boat.
Do you not want to?
No, I just want to confirm.
maybe we let the Cyclops wade in the water a little bit, and we have a conversation about who are you, what are you doing, what is your role in Lizard Folk Society.
I just thought Connor
And-
probably wanted to do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll either an insight or a persuasion or an intimidation check. You will get different responses based off of which you choose.
I will opt for persuasion to hopefully get the truth.
Perfect. He says, "My name's Brontis. I'm a blacksmith in these parts. I have been trapped on this island for some time now. I upset Sidon and his legion, and this is where my punishment was. I've been on this cursed rock with these cursed creatures for so long. They are so unrefined. They don't appreciate any of my handiwork that I have been forced to make them. I'm just the blacksmith to them, and well, they're not here anymore, and you have a boat, and I would really much like to leave."
So if we take you with, we're spitting in Sidon's face and releasing you from his eternal torture.
I wasn't explicitly told I could not leave the island. There just was not a situation in which... there was not a foreseeable situation in which I would be leaving the island. But now that has changed, so I'm not going to wait around. If you would let me come onto your boat, I can be of use. I have said I am a skilled blacksmith. I see your boat out there. I haven't done much work on boats, but I'm sure woodworking is not too complicated.
How wise is this
Look
guy?
around at the rest of the officer crew and
How wise
shrug.
does this guy look? Not very
Roll
wise.
an
huh?
insight check.
Okay.
Just because he sounds dumb doesn't mean he is dumb.
Yeah, it's true.
He seems
true,
nice. He
'cause
just got too many
Kai's-
fingies.
Kai's dumb, so Kai will cast thoughts something. Sorry, I moved away.
Thaumaturgy.
I moved away from this.
Thought
Detect
maturgy.
He's rolling insight on you, and he's assessed you are very dumb.
Detect thoughts.
The tech thoughts. Yeah, you hear surface level thoughts, unless you would like to pry deeper, but I'll give you surface level thoughts. He says, "Wow, are they really going to abandon me on this island as it's actively a volcano site? That would be horrible. I guess I could start swimming, but I'd probably drown. I don't know why they didn't want me to fix up their boat. It's sort of a dump. I mean, look at it. It's sort of falling apart. It looks like it hasn't been maintained in 500 years? Give or
Yeah.
take a couple."
I probably could let him on the boat. He's not like,
All right.
man, I hope they let me on their boat so I could kill them at night.
That is not his surface level thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Feel safe.
All right, that's fine. Get on the boat, Brontis.
"Oh, you will not regret it, good sir. I'll fix her up, I swear."
Just come on the boat for now, and we'll figure out a situation. Don't touch anything that you don't need to touch.
Kai goes to give him a high five. Ha!
He gives you,
High-
it's like,
high
"That's not
15.
enough. 2 hands, 2 hands." He does it high five, 2 of your hands, 1 of his. Perfect. The boat's like tilted way back when he gets on, but you all go to the front of the boat, or the rowboat, and it stays balanced. Not the big blow. I saw your looks of fear and confusion. Okay, when he gets on the boat, Pythor is sort of like helping people get on up. When Brontis gets up, Pythor goes, "Whoa, a Gigan? That's not a Gigan, a Yonkan? That's crazy. Where'd you find him?" And then Brontis goes, "Oh, they found me on this island where I was trapped, so I have requested passage on this boat, and I've promised to fix them up if they would give me passage." And it's like, Pythor's like, "That is a good deal you guys got. Yonkons can fix anything. Best blacksmiths, well, second best blacksmiths in the whole world. You know, Dad's number 1, pouring out. These guys can do anything. Best blades I've ever seen came from them."
Why are you pouring one out for Vulcan? He's alive.
"Yeah, but he's, you know,
Dead in our hearts.
no, he's it's a respect thing. You know, you
I
pour
thought
one
you
out for
stopped
him."
drinking, Pythor. What do you have to tell us?
"I poured out water."
hardly has the same impact.
Well, he's not dead. I'm not going to pour out wine.
All right, great. Well, we've got a blacksmith now.
Sophron, you've been winding this dragon up for so long. Aeneas, make an animal handling check. Your DC is 11.
Pleasure. 11.
Mm,
I'm pretty good with animals.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I was never gonna win that contest.
are presented this dragon. Its mouth is like, its cheeks are puffed up and it is vibrating. It sees you again and it just like shrieked in delight and fire erupts out of its mouth. It goes over your shoulder. You like singe some of your hairs and then it's just talking a billion miles an hour. You can't even understand what it's saying. And there's just like a stream of fire that's only interrupted when he's closing his mouth to talk. And then he and then he does it again. And then you do about 2 or 3 cycles of that. And then he like starts coughing and he like starts sputtering and the fire goes out and he's just like coughing gently to himself.
All right, buddy. I think we're learning a lesson here, which is you need to breathe and you need to not talk so much. And maybe we need to take a second and meet your older brother, the Loros.
Loros is with Nemea. Nemea is on the boat. Yeah, Dolores is like hiding behind Nemea, like peeking out over one of her shoulders. What?
The Loros, come on.
What?
You don't want to say hi to your new baby brother?
Like, why is he doing that? And it's like coughing on the ground. Is he sick? I don't want to
No,
catch
he's
that.
fine.
Is he fine?
Yeah, he's fine. I like burp him like a baby.
You burp him. He belches like another 1 puff of fire, and then he so gently recovers. Taurus is like, "What's his name?" And then from the ground, you hear, "Oh, my name is Chariskos. What's your name? Do you have a name? Does everybody have a name? This one's Aeneas. That one's Sophron. He's the only one that I can trust. And that's the truth that I'm going to abide by for the rest of my life. This one, I haven't learned his name, but he's really cool. He's wet all the time. I like wet things." And he just lounges into it. And Dolores is like, Nemea, can we make him stop?
All right. We're getting some. Distinctly remember another dragon being very similar to this.
I was never like that.
That's what
I
they
was
all
proper
say.
and sophisticated from the moment of my birth.
Yeah. We'll fact check that one later.
Okay. Anything else immediately on the boat? If not, we will take a short break and then we'll be back for boat time. Everyone's favorite boat time.
We love boat time.
We love boat time, but we also love short 10-minute breaks. So we'll do that and then we'll do that. We'll be right back. And we are back. Come back. Thank you for joining us on our quick 10-minute break. Our loading screen this week is an excerpt from Draco Naturalithica. This is on the 5 nests of metal. The 4th nest, silver. The 4th nest is a cavern of moonlit frost. Hide the heart in shadow and snow, for silver dreams are cold and deep. The silver dragonling quickens in darkness and chill. Keep the egg swaddled in ice, never letting it grow warm. If no ice can be found, weave frost upon it with your will. Once for every turning of the moon, the shell must never sweat with thaw. Okay. And now we're on the boat, and we have boat time, and I have a couple scenes for you. You all have a couple scenes for me. We'll start with an Aeneas scene. This is maybe after the chaos of the mass evacuation has died down. The lizard folk have found you got the Ultros is not jam packed to get go, and there's recently been a little bit of opening. So you shuttle them all down. Most of them do not like being on a boat, so they are not inclined to be up on the deck at the moment. A few of the more adventurous ones are up and about, uh, but it's all sort of calming down. The sailors are struck with the novelty of these little creatures, and the little creatures want absolutely nothing to do with any of the sailors. So that's where we're at. And we zoom in to Aeneas on the deck. Who have you approached?
I think I've approached Sophron. Find him commanding the rest of. Maybe he seems like the type that would sort of be helping to both shuffle the little ones below deck and to sort of try and ease over any tensions with the other sailors. So maybe I catch him talking with some of the sailors. I currently have Chariskos in my patented Chariskos hold.
The two-hand technique.
The two-hand technique. One hand on snout, other hand gently holding from under. Wander over to Sophron. Sophron looks like you're doing a great job here. Good. I mean, I'm impressed. You really know how to take hold of a new situation. Really, really smooth things over between different types of people.
A wise man once told me, in times of need, look for the helpers.
Yes, you're so helpful and also so wise, just like that wise man once said to you. And so I was thinking, who needs some more wisdom in their life and who would benefit the most from a wise person? It would definitely be this little fella right here. I think you and Chariskos could just be best pals forever and ever. I mean, think about it. A minotaur riding a dragon one day, you'd be unstoppable. And you're by far the best adult figure on this boat, for sure. Yeah, I was about to say Nemea might be there, but she's not. Not even close. Never mind. I take it back.
Well, Chariskos, how do you feel about that? What are your thoughts?
No. His thoughts are very loud.
And yes, he should have them, shouldn't he?
He should, but he's also, I think, less than a day old, technically. So most of his thoughts are sort of in and out, like the breeze.
I don't know. He seemed quite adamant when we spoke. He wants to explore the world in a way that I think really you could benefit from.
That seems extremely unlikely, and anything I would do would probably only put him in danger. Isn't that right, Chariskos? Aeneas moves his head up, down. And you want to stay with Uncle Sophron for the rest of time, right? Move him up and down.
I want to grab Aeneas's fingers and, one by one, lift them off of the dragon's snout.
You don't want to do that. I promise.
Here?
Your fingers are really strong. That's crazy. How did you do your fingers like that? They're so strong. Do you do exercises? Can I do exercises? Can my fingers be that strong? You have the strongest fingers I've ever met, Aeneas. You never tell me how'd you get the name Aeneas. Where'd you get that hair? Did you get that hair from the same place you got your name? Do people get names when they get hair? He just keeps going.
I'm aware. I spent a good while walking down the mountain with him.
Exactly. You've built up a tolerance.
Sounds like you just need to get some more laps in. You'll get your own tolerance soon enough.
I don't think that it will work for me the same as it does for you. You're sure you don't want a dragon? I mean, this is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Seems to me to at least be a twice in a lifetime opportunity. If the pattern holds, I think it'll be a few more times as well.
I don't think twice is enough to establish a pattern.
Well, I guess the third time will tell, won't it?
Do you have more magical golden apple sauce somewhere? Because so far, that and I don't know.
A goddess of wisdom.
Yeah, I was like, how did we get to Loros? That or the goddess of wisdom's got to come up with a quick trick again.
I really don't think that's going to be much of a problem. If we come across another dragon egg, I think that history will repeat itself without it. This is yours. Your victory here.
Fine. Put my hand clamp back. He's like an alligator. He's got strong bite strength, but limited jaw opening strength.
For sure. Yeah. So Sophron with a big no. Are you going to try one of the others?
Of course. Next week link is Kai.
Wait, I was the first weak link? What are you? What?
You weren't a
What?
weak link. You were a potentially weak link.
Wow.
I think Kai's already hung over. Here's the dragon yapping. Dimension doors, decks below, away from Aeneas.
Oh, Kai, where are you?
No,
We're gonna meet your Uncle Kai, and it's gonna be. He loves to talk just as much as you do. Isn't that right, Chariskos?
Kai, make a stealth check.
I can't dimension door away forever.
Well, you do. This is you have limited spell slots.
Yeah, I've got a lot of time.
You
And-
successfully avoid him. This stealth check is to see how long you can keep it going.
A large amount of desperation.
Yeah. You dimension door conveniently down into the wine cellar. You weren't planning to go there, but like, you just sometimes it
I
calls
panicked.
to you. Yeah, you panicked and you went to your
Your
safe
safe space.
Unfortunately, that's where that's where Aeneas was heading to look for you. He wasn't even up on the deck looking for you. So when you're down there and you get distracted and you're looking through the wines, Aeneas just walks through the door.
I like to think like Kai dimension doors and like opens the door to the cellar, like, but it's like the dimension door and like
Oh.
opens it out, and then Aeneas is on the other side of the physical door. Shit! Kai like slowly tries to close the physical door, dimension door now gone.
And he puts his leg in the way, his foot. He stops it like at the last second, and he's like, "Huh, hi, I was just looking for you. How are you doing? How are you feeling after that all that lava and everything?"
Toasty. And Kai like points to the wine behind him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you should give yourself a little bit of wine as a break. We can do a cheers, even a toast to a mission well done.
Look, you don't talk to me normally. What's going on?
What do you mean I don't talk to you? I definitely talk to you.
I mean, I talk to
But-
you.
That's the same thing. Anyways, you're a demi-god. You're a hero to the people, too. I mean, you have a legend that will only continue to grow. And will span generations. You know what would make that legend even greater? Your own personal dragon.
Hmm.
What god doesn't have an iconic companion?
I don't know.
Yours
If-
could be a dragon.
I don't know any of the gods' companions. Do you? Name Pythor's companion.
Alice's is called Sense of Humor.
Pythos was a sentient keg of wine, but he's moved past that. And I think he's changed his symbol recently.
How did that work?
Kyra's
Rank his friend to death.
was animated lies. Actually, it was an animated. It was a cartoonish depiction of the essence of lying brought to life. Though she preferred when people tried to use like a musical instrument or a lute. You know. Anyway, I think it's all.
Yeah.
I don't
Look,
believe in
Aeneas.
stuff.
Some people in Stygian Row say Kai already has a dragon. So I'll just let you.
Have you
live
been
with
hiding
your-
it somewhere this whole time? Because no one's. I don't think anyone's seen you with a dragon. No one that I've talked to.
Being decent. So anyway, I think maybe you should just accept your destiny as keeper of eggs and
Destiny? He's not an egg anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's like you gotta like read the fine print kind of thing. You know how destiny works.
You know, that's
Let's not talk about
Okay.
leaves and twigs again, you know, or whatever the fuck it was.
Wigs again.
Your last argument.
Plants.
So-
And, you know, Nietzsche. And
I can't
whatever
remember
the
every
fuck.
argument we have.
I got enough yapping for myself. Thanks, Nate.
You sure about that? Why don't we just give him a chance? Why don't you just give him a chance and as punishment, I release Chariskos' mouth.
Perfect. He goes, "Hi, my name is Chariskos. What's your name? Wow, it was a cool door you had there. Where'd you get that door? Do you make doors? Are you a carpenter? Do carpenters make doors? I can't trust you. I've been told explicitly that you're not to be trusted. Why is that? Could you not be trusted?
True.
I'm only supposed to trust Sophron. That's weird coming from Aeneas.
Also
Because if I
true.
can't trust Aeneas, then how can I trust him? Then I'm only supposed
You're
to
not
trust
supposed to
Sophron.
trust
And
me.
that's supposed to be weird. I'm confused. Can you explain that to me? If I'm not supposed to trust Sophron, no, I am supposed to trust Sophron. No, I'm supposed to trust Aeneas to trust Sophron only, and he's just like going and going and going.
It's technically a logical fallacy, but you haven't learned about those yet.
And then he gets excited and he starts like spitting fire at you.
Ooh, I started holding him closer.
While that's happening, Kai is going to use subtle sorcery and cast Dimension Door again, and just like back into the doorway that he came out of, and then shut it.
Shut the door, yep, and he's gone. So that was also a failure. So you have one left today.
Damn. Okay. Chariskos, we've got to figure out the game plan. Elegy's the hardest one.
Are you covering his mouth?
No, not right this moment.
Like, what's an elegy? Elegy, that sounds like a pretty name. Is that a person? Are they a pretty person? Are they a person like you? Do they have red hair like you? Do they have a name like you? They do have a name like you. It's Elegy, isn't it? Where'd you get yours? Why aren't you called Elegy? Elegy's a pretty name, and it's just on and on and
He's
on
using
and on
it
and
as
on.
white noise to try and formulate a plan.
Yep. You've remarkably gotten good at tuning it out so fast.
All right. How's your flying skills? Aeneas throws him into the air.
Yeah, I don't think he's flown yet, but you throw him up into the air, and he like is still talking, and then he like flaps his wings sort of instinctively, and he like gets real excited, and he starts like breathing fire as he's like yapping down with every wing beat, and then he just flies straight up, hits the ceiling, and then falls back down into your arms. And he's like, "Whoa, that was crazy! Without flying, I can fly. I moved this wing, and then I moved that wing, and then I moved them together, and then I moved this one, and then that one in together, and then it hurt. That
This
was
is
weird. I
perfect.
don't know if I like
Okay, I
flying."
see his mouth. All right. It's time to meet Auntie Elegy.
Elegy, you are preparing for something that you have been preparing for some time. It's finally, you feel like it's the right time, and you are preparing for that moment mentally, and you start to hear this white. You know, you don't hear the noise. You start to hear. It gets louder and louder and louder, and you open your eyes, and Aeneas is standing right in front of you.
I just let out
Elegy,
the
how are
biggest, like,
feel you, mate. It's been pretty tough, isn't it? Well, I've been thinking you need a new flying companion, right? Isn't it lonely flying all by yourself?
Can he fly? I open the
For
bag of
sure.
holding. I'm like, look, little guy, there's a bigger on the inside space. Fly in there. It's cool.
Being held.
Alright, well, Elegy, that's mean. Technically, he could suffocate in there.
Only after 10 minutes. I'm not cruel.
Are you sure about that?
Why did you come
Historically,
here?
she hates things with wings.
Bird wings, I think specifically. Why am I here? I'm here to present you with a new permanent flying companion.
No.
Sorry, I refuse to accept no as an answer.
I don't think that that's how this works.
It is in my world.
Okay. You refuse to accept no. What happens then?
You get a free dragon, and I get peace and quiet.
Maybe you would have more success with peace and quiet if you didn't make it so he couldn't talk most of the time.
I don't think he can stop talking, to be honest.
Have you tested that theory?
No, because he's only been alive for less than a day. Maybe not alive is the right word. Out of his egg. Just think about it. It'd be so fun. You could teach someone how to fly. You could teach tricks. Fly everywhere together.
You
I
can
can
fly.
join you every now and then.
Okay, well, you maybe don't let him talk and answer his questions, and maybe you will also learn something. And I guess in return, I'll think about it. How does that sound?
It's not a no, so I will accept for the time being. He doesn't really listen to the answers you tell him. Would you like to test that theory?
Sure.
I release.
Yeah, you've absent-mindedly, you've actually let go of his mouth a little bit ago, and you just hadn't noticed because it hadn't started talking. And you both turn to look at him, and he's just out asleep, snoring gently in your arms.
See?
Well, that doesn't count. Poor fella tied himself out. Anyways, what the hell are you doing?
Mentally preparing.
For what?
It's fine.
Is it now? Alright. Great. Well, while you mentally prepare, I'll let him sleep with you.
Okay.
Nice lay Chariskos down by Elegy.
It's like a little puddle. Like you just sort of position him, and he's like a little ball. He just like puts one wing over his face.
Perfect. Have fun. And Ace quickly leaves.
Okay. We won't jump straight to what you're preparing for yet, Elegy. We will instead hop over to Kai, where you have dimension doored back out of the wine cellar. You have 2 bottles of wine now, and you're back up on deck. And you open your door and like walk out of the mast, and then close the door behind you, and you're face to face with Pythor. And he goes, "Huh, Kai. I was actually just looking for you.
I don't think I brought enough.
I don't drink anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, I was looking around at the people who came back from the island. There seems to be somebody missing.
Yeah. How did that? Yeah. Do you need to sit?
What?
I have some tough news, Daddy Pops.
What? Why are you saying it like that?
Kyra died?
Oh, again? Oh, whose fault was it this time? First time I did it, she didn't talk to me for 10 years. She was so mad. And the third time, oh my God, you should have seen it. She almost exploded when she came back. I am not jealous of whoever's fault it was this time.
Sounds 10 years of no Kyra sounds nice. So she just got stabbed and
Oh, classic.
then got pushed and then got felled down into the lava.
Oh, I bet that was crazy. I've never personally died in lava, but I think this is actually her third time, so.
Interesting. But she got stabbed with Titan's Bane.
I have no idea what that is, but we're immortal, so she's just gonna come back. She might not be happy about being stabbed and then pushed. I mean, we can feel everything, so like, oh, lava sucks. Unfortunately, it burns all your nerves so fast, so it's really fast.
Yeah. So she experienced it. Man, that's tough.
No, like instantly. Like lava's really hot.
Sure. But the stabbing probably.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So when we were on Timmy's and acquired the blade, Kyra was very nervous around it. I think that's just her being silly.
It's probably a trick. You know her. I know her. She loves planes.
Should we get the blade now and try it on you?
No, I don't want to be stabbed.
Oh.
Like I said, you can feel everything. It sucks.
So Okay. So she's just gonna regenerate at the temple in Mitros?
No, she's already probably back.
She's among us right now?
No, she's probably back in Mitros.
Oh.
She's really fast though. I'd give her probably a couple hours before she's here.
Yeah, she can walk on water.
Yeah.
Just in time for the season. What about... Okay. What happens if an immortal person gets stabbed by Titan's bane while being inhabited by a Titan into a volcano, and then moments later a giant bird dinosaur flies out of it? What does that mean? Is that what death is?
Is this like a riddle?
No, it's kind of what happens.
You think Kyra turned into a bird?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I mean, sure. That doesn't sound very funny. She'd probably turn into like, I don't know, a bird, and then it would explode into confetti.
Well, I guess if you're not worried about her, you know,
Nah, she'll be fine.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know
So-
Kyra. She'll be back.
What do you? So the Titan that inhabited her. It's funny you didn't actually respond to that at all.
I have no idea what you're talking. I thought that was a metaphor. Like I thought you meant she
No.
was angry.
I guess she was angry, but then she got crispy real fast. The Titan of Freedom. Are you familiar?
That doesn't currently exist. It's sort of Sidon and Lutheria. I know that for sure. And neither of them are freedom.
I guess she was slumbering for a long time.
Kyra?
No, the Titan.
We don't actually have to sleep. She pretends.
No, the Titan.
Sidon?
Hmm.
No, Lutheria.
We're really good at communicating. Okay. Well. Aeneas is trying to pawn off his child to other people, so maybe you can connect with him on that. And
Nah, I'm already trying to make amends with my grandchildren. I can't have any more.
how many do you currently have, by the way? Nora and I?
Yeah.
You said that really uncertainly.
For sure, you and Nora. She's doing
For
great.
sure.
You're doing great. I'm so proud of both of you. She's queen of Astoria. You're like captain of this boat or something.
Nope.
You're like first mate.
So, don't know the Titans. You're not
No,
concerned for
I
your
know the
sister.
Titans. Sidon, Lutheria. No,
Yeah.
we are immortal. She will come
Thylea?
back.
Thylea?
Yeah, okay. And the cosmological order of Titans, sure, yes, technically Thylea does fall under the category of Titan, but she's like in a league of her own, really.
So when you ascend to godhood, you don't just like find out what's in every volcano. You don't like know. You don't just like gain omniscient.
I know a lot of things.
Doesn't sound like it.
What's under every big mountain is not one of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's obvious.
There could be more of my children under there. Just kidding.
Oh.
The two. Like I said, just two. Nope. There are two. That's what I said.
There are at least two of us that we know of. What would it take for a god not to be able to regenerate?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, for sure.
The Titan was more powerful than Kyra for a time. Is that concerning?
I still think this was a trick. I think she's got you hook, line, and sinker. Like, this sounds really elaborate. This sounds right up her alley.
I mean, she got stabbed and died, so that can't have gone to plan.
I will reiterate, we are immortal beings. So, like, what a grand finale that would be.
Yeah, a little tickle through the tummy.
Yeah, it's just a little tickle. Did she seem happy? Like, when she was falling into the lava, she was, like, giggling to herself?
No, I feel like she probably was like, what's happening? What's going on? Which is like probably a terrible way to die. Like at least when I go, I want to like embrace the unknown, knowing a little bit about like how I'm leaving. She kind of was like, what's happening? I got stabbed. And then, I'm on fire.
I still have plenty of time to think about it on our way back. Like I said, probably 2-3 hours tops.
Think she's gonna be mad at Sophron?
Oh, yeah. Unless this was all a joke. And then she will probably bring him a treat for playing along.
Unless she's dead and then she can't bring a treat or a joke.
I keep telling you, that's not possible.
I mean, I asked you what it would take and then you paused as though you didn't want to tell me, which means that there is something that could happen. Would a sword that kills titans, if a sword is enchanted to kill Sidon, does that mean it's strong enough to kill a god?
I don't know of any sword like that, but like, I'm pretty good at math, and that seems like a 1 equals 1.
That would be the transitive property. So gods and titans, same, confirmed.
No, but like the power levels. I'm assuming this is like a totally powerful weapon. Like, is it fine tuned for Titans? Like, does it abide by the definition of the word Titan? Like, that's crazy. I've never seen a weapon do that. It's just
Find
really
out.
sharp, really strong.
I don't.
Now, I'm a lot slower than her, so I'd have to be out for like a week.
And we would just miss you so much.
Valis, she gets so upset every time we die. She says, "You're not upholding the office of godhood. People look up to you, and whenever you die, people are really upset, and they throw mourning feasts, and it's really disruptive. So I need you to keep it together, Pythor, and stop getting yourself stabbed in the alley after drinking." And I say, "I didn't do that, Valis." And she said, "This is the 4th time you've done this." Blah, 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 blah. So no, I don't want to go back to Mitros.
Pythor, god of getting stabbed in the alley outside the bar. Wow. You know how to make your kids proud. At least 2 of them.
These 2 of them.
Well, thanks for talking about life and death, I guess.
Anything else? Anytime. I like this. This is bonding. I feel like I taught you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What does happen when mortals die? Do you know where they go? Slash, is there someone counting them? Like, do you know if mom is dead?
That's outside my wheelhouse.
Okay, so things not in your wheelhouse. Things hidden under mountains and in volcanoes.
Correct.
Whether my mom is dead or alive.
Uh-huh.
How many children you have. No, those things are not in your wheelhouse. What is in your wheelhouse? Getting drunk and getting stabbed behind a bar. What else? Becoming sober and unfun. What else?
Some people look up to that. I've inspired people. They say, "I gave up drinking because you gave up drinking." And I said, "Good." I patted them on the back. And I'm sure they went home and their family's a lot better now. So godly duties upheld.
You know, that is probably not a bad thing. Good job.
Yeah. Thanks. No one says
Okay, well, I'm gonna go drink this wine now.
Can I interest you in sobriety?
Dimension doorway.
Very good. Okay. We will hop over to Sophron. I have absolutely no idea what you're going to do, so we're all going to learn in real time.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so Sophron. First getting back onto the boat, we are directing traffic, and then somebody tries to pawn a dragon off on me, and I'm like, ooh, that's really tempting, and I kind of want that, but I feel like this is kind of your cosmic destiny. You like hatched the dragon and everything. I'm just gonna let that be your problem for a while. If like I need to come in and play support, I will, but whatever.
It's an
And
open offer.
That's fine. Yeah. We'll let you fail first. So we're bossing around the lizard folk. We're telling them to quit jumping on the beds, and like they're leaning over the railing and doing that stupid scene from Titanic. And I slap up a big "No doing that scene from Titanic" sign on the mast.
At least 2 have fallen overboard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we do a whole thing, and we stop the boat. And we fish them out of the water. We make them apologize to every single oarsman as they come back on the boat. And then, okay, here you go. Back to your quarters. Don't fall off the boat again. And try to make a whole big ordeal out of it. Really put the fear of God into them. And I'm doing my best as the bosun. And we're underway. Things are going. Finally, I sit down, take a break, and I get a meal, and I take it back to my quarters, and I'm sitting there, and I eat my food a little bit, and I put it down, and I pull out Titan's Bane. I put it on the desk in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Take another bite, like look at it, and like
Look
put
at the
my hands on
Look at
it.
the sword.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the sword before?
No, I mean not really. I just kind of took it, and then I stabbed Kyra.
Yeah,
And now
but like,
I'm
but
putting
when
on
you
the
got it
desk
out of
in
the
front me.
Hydra, like, have you seen it before?
Oh, I've probably seen it, yeah, but I haven't taken
Okay.
any time to,
Yeah.
like,
Make a
inspect it.
perception check.
Mhm.
No, sorry, investigation.
Investigation. Okay. 13.
13. It looks a little different. Like, you haven't inspected it closely, but like now you're looking at it, you're like, has it always done this? There is like a couple diamonds in the hilt. I haven't really described this sword to you. It is a monstrous weapon. It's probably the largest blade you've ever held. And it is sort of a perfectly straight weapon up until about maybe the distal third, where it starts to like narrow into just a perfect point. And at the very tip is another, like, instead of metal, it's diamond again. And you look, and the entire actual cutting edge is just a continuation of that gemstone all the way down the blade. Which is, that's, you haven't quite noticed that, but like, sure, that's probably been there the whole time. The thing that you don't notice is like every once in a while, the diamonds in the hilt will sort of pulse a little bit red, and then a little bit of red goes all the way down the blade and gets to the very point and sort of flashes and then disappears. It's normal for a little bit, and then that phenomenon repeats itself.
Put my hands, one on the hilt and one on the flat of the blade.
Mhm.
Just kind of think about it for a second as I stare at it very quizzically.
Mhm.
Does it do anything? Does it react? Do I
You feel a little bit of
anything?
heat when it flashes on the hilt, and then as it passes down the blade, when it goes underneath your hand, you feel a little bit more heat. Not painful, but like pretty warm, like you've hovering over a hot pan.
What are you? Pick it up. I mean, it is like we're talking like a two-handed greatsword, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's
gotta, like,
surprisingly light.
just kind of heft it around the room a little bit, do like some chops.
It makes a really cool noise. Like, it like cuts the air and like, like every.
Sean describes Sophron as the most parent, and he's literally like playing like with a lightsaber in his room,
Yeah.
making the noises with his
Still
mouth.
more parent than literally any of the rest of us.
Wow, 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 wow.
I would like to attune to Titan's Bane.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
you're
gonna
really
be
lucky
good.
we hit level 5.
Oh, it's not gonna help me, Sean. Oh,
No,
I promise it's not gonna help me.
it isn't gonna help you, but it's gonna help me help you later.
Are you letting that stand?
I mean, I can spend an Artha, but literally the best I can do is a 19.
Yeah, but we
And
all
I'm
know
gonna
you're,
re-roll it.
Significantly better than a 5.
you're gonna re-roll it, and it's gonna be a 3.
Let's do
That
it.
is
Let's re-roll
true.
them. Let's get a 3. Save.
If this is a 3, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh,
Okay, 9.
higher.
That's surprising. Quite
Yeah.
surprising.
Okay, you're letting that
Not
one.
high enough. Oh, I have no other option.
You still have, are you not attuned to your little? Did you unattune to your owl eye
Oh,
pendant?
no,
in
I'm
order?
not currently attuned to the owl eye pendant. No,
Oh.
I'm not.
That's crazy behavior. Okay. Yeah, you attune to it. You like consciously are like, this weapon feels good in my hands. Like you're swinging it and you're just sort of like letting it feel right in your hands. And then you start to you start to feel a presence. Just sort of like emotionless, but it's definitely pressing on the edges of your mind. But this sword feels really good, and you're swinging it, and it's pressing a little harder and a little harder, and eventually it cracks, and it rushes into your mind. And it's just this overwhelming presence. Again, very emotionless, very neutral. And you just feel it beginning to dissect every single part of your being. You're starting to experience your memories flashing by. You see Callista. You see your the wedding, the night that you accidentally killed that dude and started this whole thing. You see you getting turned and cursed. All of it, you're experiencing it, and presence is experiencing the whole thing from the beginning to the end. It feels like you've lived your whole life again. And after all of that, like, you're drenched in sweat. You're still gripping this sword in like white knuckles, and you just hear a presence, or you hear of not even a voice, just like a thought that occupies your entire mind, and it says, "You are not a Titan. I accept this." And the presence retreats, and you're left cold and sweaty, holding the sword. You're probably like bleeding a little bit from how tight you were gripping it. You have no idea how long it's been. It's probably dark outside.
Has my food gotten cold?
Oh, your food's gone. Maybe like your door's open and like the food's off the plate. Maybe you see like little hand grabs.
I stick my head out the door, look down the hallway either side. What the hell?
There's just lizard folks everywhere.
Hey! I grab one of them by the neck. Who took my food?
They look at you in fear. And like, I don't know. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Do I believe him?
Roll an insight check. Yeah, you believe him, but you also know he would tell you a straight up lie to your face to get out of this, but probably not doing that.
I take him into the room. I close the
Yep.
door behind us.
Uh-huh.
I plop the little lizard folk down in front of me.
You're still holding the sword in your other hand, and he's looking at you like, just, he's not an Ashclaw, but he's turning white.
Yeah. I don't know who did this, but you're going to find out. What's your name?
You do not even finish that sentence. And you say, "What's your," and then you feel the presence again, overwhelming, and you feel it beginning to dissect this creature in front of you. And it's you doing it as well. You are experiencing this creature's entire life. You remember hatching as an egg next to this bronze egg that is keeping you all safe. You experience the entire life up to this moment of this dragon, or this lizard folk. And he's left drenched in sweat and paler than any Ashclaw you've ever seen. And then you feel the presence. "This is not a Titan. I will not hunt him." And then the lizard probably passes out in your hands.
Why? What? Toss him back out in the hallway. Look at the sword in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to him?
Like you're talking to an inanimate object.
I'm gonna go find Pythor.
You find him up on the deck. It's nighttime, and he's like singing. He's acting drunk, like singing tunes with some of the sailors. You have a pretty good sense of smell. He does not smell like alcohol at all. But he's like really acting drunk.
Let's see. What's the best way to have done this? I am going to. How can I tie myself to the mast? I have to tie myself up. Pythor can't tie me up, but I need somebody either as strong as me or myself to tie myself up.
That's
Let's
a
figure
really
that out.
small pool
Yeah.
of people. I think there is none.
Can I tie myself to the mast in a way that is reasonable?
Make a A strength check with disadvantage because you're still holding the sword in one hand. Yeah, you tie yourself to the map.
Okay. Now look at Pythor as he's standing there dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably thinking like, what the hell is he doing? Why did he tie himself to the mast?
People are looking at you a little bit weird.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine. We're ignoring them. We're
Yeah.
focusing on Pythor.
Yep.
And we're just really getting to know what Pythor looks like. Just thinking about Pythor and the way Pythor sounds and things Pythor says.
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
Okay, fine. 7. Great.
7. You are staring at him for so long, like probably like really straining and looking at him, and it's like really throwing off the vibe, and like the whole party like starts scooting away from you and like get like they go to the other side of the boat, and you're tied, so you can't really like spin to look at them anymore, and so it didn't. You did not feel the presence at all, but you were never ever that close to Pythor, and he was never really engaging with you.
Can I call out to Pythor and have him come here? I asked, probably sounding just as crazed as I look.
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Gladly. It tricked me.
Wow.
It tricked me.
The dichotomy.
Pythor, get over here.
You
What are you
are you are like a crazed person shouting for Pythor for like probably until the sun comes up. Nobody comes up to you because you're still brandishing a giant sword that's like glowing in the dark. Pythor 100% does not come up to you. People like you vaguely remember people coming up to you to tell you to stop, and you like sort of bat the sword at them to get them to go away. And then eventually, you don't remember when, but you are awoken to maybe Elegy. Yeah, it's dawn. Elegy's up. She's the only one on the deck. And she's probably just like, I don't know, slaps you a little bit to wake you up. You've just fallen asleep tied to the mast. We'll say you've let go of the sword when you fell asleep. So it's sort of next to you, but you're not touching it.
Where's the sword? Where's the sword?
I put it in my
my
bag of
sword?
holding.
No, Elegy. Give me the sword.
No.
He's still tied up, for sure.
Elegy. I'm going to ask you very, very kindly, would you please give me the sword? I'm trying to figure out how it works. It's been...
Appreciate how
Tax.
nicely you asked me. I will not give it to you.
Give me the fucking sword, Elegy! What the hell are you doing?
I'll back up, take off a little bit.
Yeah, he's like straining against the mast and the rope. It's not tied very well, but you can tell.
I'm not actively trying to untie myself
Yeah.
or break the bond.
He's like a
But I do
cornered
struggle with
animal,
him
like
a bit.
just thrashing out at you.
I don't think this is good science.
Well, what's your suggestion? You had the sword for so long, and nobody even looked at it. Nobody did anything. Nobody touched it. Nobody talked about it. What?
No,
What
because
are we
I
supposed to
figured
do
we
with this
would
thing?
come into a situation that you would use it, and then you used it poorly, and so now I'm taking it back.
You gave it to me, and then Kyra told me to kill her. What am I supposed to do?
She said,
what?
push me into the lava and I'll be fine. And you fucking stabbed her with the god-killing sword.
You don't understand. You don't get how this sword works.
Then tell me.
It's Titan's bait. Right? It's hunting titans. We're hunting titans.
Okay. If you're
If
so
Kyra is a titan, isn't that a problem?
no,
If Kyra is a god, Kyra's fine.
we're not hunting titans. We're hunting 2 specific titans who are very bad.
Did you? Sorry, were you not there? Did you not see what happened when we were at the top of the mountain?
I mean, that one seemed bad too, but I don't really know about that.
How many data points do we need?
Thylea's good. Kentamane's good.
Are they?
Sure.
Based on what? What evidence?
So what, you're going to go kill
Obsessed, they're
Aeneas
ambivalent.
because he worships Thylea and all titans are bad?
No, but I'm suspicious.
Well, when you maybe feel better, we can talk about the sword more. I have a
Fine.
letter to burn. So I'm going to go do that.
Fine. Fine. That's fine.
Flutter away, leaving him tied up. So eventually, someone does come and untie you. They like maybe
Seems good.
bring you some breakfast and some water. One of them's like, rough night.
I think it might be the first of many. We'll see what happens.
Okay, he leaves that and walks away. Okay, Elegy. Do you have a boat scene you'd like to do?
Yeah, do you want me to do scrying or do you just want me to do the big one?
Not the big one.
Not the big one. I want to use this. I want to pull this sword out of this bag.
Are you attuning to the sword?
No.
Oh,
I like
Okay.
I'm touching the sword with cloth. Does it have blood on it?
yeah. I mean, Sophron didn't like specifically clean it.
I want to just wipe a little bit of blood off it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use it on the spyglass and try to scry on Kyra.
Ooh. Okay. What is the DC?
17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me look at what negatives. -10. And also
-10.
-5 probably. Do
Is she this test
do I
roll I
know
just
her
did?
well?
You know. You believe you know Kyra well.
Okay. What
You
was
see
your
this
question?
D4 I just rolled?
No. Yes. No.
Yes or no?
Nope.
Can you see the second D roll 4
Nope.
I just rolled? Okay, great.
I saw Connor's dice roll 4 and I
Oh,
prescribed that to D4.
-10, you say?
I think that yeah, if I do know her well, it's -15. If I don't
Oh.
know her well and I'm just have met her, then it's -10.
Perfect. You get the exact same sensation you got when you tried to scry Orion. The spell does not fail, but it does not have a target.
Oh, okay. That I'm gonna ascribe that a positive feeling.
It's really your only choice.
Cool. Okay,
Anything else?
great. I'm also going to be in Aeneas's room at one point
Mhm.
when Aeneas enters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
When Aeneas enters, have you brought Chariskos with you? Chariskos.
Friscos.
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
A spicy chorizo. Have you brought him with you? Otherwise, he's just asleep on the deck.
Have I brought him with me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Next, you walk into your room. You find Elegy and Chariskos.
Um,
Is he still asleep?
Yeah. He's tuckered.
right, Tucker.
Aeneas, I brought your dragon back.
As Aeneas walks into the room,
It's not my dragon.
he yawns and he wakes up one of his little wings and he goes, "Oh, that was weird. Do you guys ever just see black for hours at a time? That's crazy. Do you do this? Is this healthy? Am I dying? That
It's
was
called
wild. Am I going
sleeping.
to keep sleeping?
I think you're dying, mate.
You're not dying.
Do you sleep?
Yes.
Oh. Do you sleep?
Yes.
Who taught you to sleep?
He sleeps too much.
No one teaches you to sleep. Most creatures need to sleep.
This is a shared experience that all creatures have.
Not
That's
all.
beautiful.
It's something.
You don't see the beauty in the shared experience that we all live and then we all have to lay down to rest for a moment of time and we have to trust those around us not to do mean things to us when we're out.
Yeah. I think sometimes mean things do happen when we're out.
Well, that's just nature.
What would you know about that?
I've experienced nature for my entire life.
Maybe. But we can debate that later.
She thrusts the dragon back into your arms.
Don't let him not talk, though. That's rude. And Nemea said it goes against his nature, which seems wrong, too.
Nature? We just talked about this.
Nature versus nurture? I'm nurturing, okay? I don't care about his nature.
I
So you admit I'm
don't
better at
think
nature than you?
That's what that's supposed to mean.
Well, why don't you take him and teach him?
I mean, we can help you in this. You don't have to just be alone in Tiny Dragon, who won't stop talking.
I don't want to be alone in Tiny Dragon that stops
Perfect.
Wait,
talking.
does my
I want
talking
someone else
bother
to have
you?
a Tiny Dragon.
It doesn't bother me.
I thought you liked me talking. I had so many questions. I thought I was getting to know you. I thought that you wanted to answer all of my questions. You were doing so good when I was asking them. You weren't answering, but I was assuming what you would answer, and I was getting to know you a lot better.
Aeneas.
Elegy.
The poor I answer you, the sad little dragon.
If this sad little dragon will be fine.
He just asked you a question.
And sometimes we don't get answers to our questions.
This seems like an important question.
Maybe. But a more important question is, are you hungry? Have you had fish yet?
What is fish? Is that a person? Are we going to meet a new person?
There is a fish person.
No, that's fish face. We're going to learn a lot more about nature very quickly.
Anyway, Aeneas, I did come to bring you back your dragon, but also I have a thing for you.
Have a thing for me. Alright, what's this thing?
I pull out the carving that I've been working on of who I have assumed to be your mom, your dad, and small Orion. And I have done my best. I have a little drawing of them. And I've done my best to translate it into a carving that you can touch.
Where
I give
did
it
you
to you.
even get this drawing?
You don't need to know. That was Sean asking, not Aeneas asking.
Okay, all right. So what is this? This is. He's like pulling it really close. It's like it's a
You
piece
can
of
touch
wood.
it. Touch it. It's
I mean,
people.
I am touching it. Yes, it's two people, maybe, and another person, smaller person.
Yes. Can you, like, can you tell how they look? Or, no.
And
How they are?
I can maybe um if there was a strong correlation between this carving and someone's actual face, I could put them together.
Oh, touch your face.
Why would I touch my face? I know what my face is.
Oh, okay. Well, then use your face.
What does my face have to do with any of this?
This is your family?
Sure. You're sure about that? How do you know that?
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really know what my mom or dad looks like.
Now you can. That's why I made this for you.
They're kind of pieces of shit.
No, I
so-
agree. I'm not. That is true.
Off on the boat, you hear, it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
But
So you
I
put
had-
me with my mom and dad?
I had this information, and I think it's valuable even if they are bad. But I just wanted to give it to you. Also, I want to try to scry on your mom. And see how much of pieces of shit they are.
I'm sure.
Are you interested in knowing that?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I'll go do it in my room then.
Have fun. I mean, I think Orion told us where they were.
Ish.
We could probably find them if.
They're on the mainland. We do not have time to go meet your shitty parents.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're relevant right now.
Well, they could be. If they're like Luteria cultists, maybe they have information.
I guess.
You don't want to know?
You know, I gave up on them a long time ago. And honestly, the idea of thinking about them too much or interacting with them too much seems like ripping open an old wound.
If you healed the wound correctly, I don't think it would rip back open.
No, I think the act of doing this would be like taking a knife to an old scar.
Oh, that would rip a wound open. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I won't tell you then.
Unless it's valuable information, I probably don't need to know.
Define valuable.
As in, affects our quest somehow.
Okay. No problem. Good talk. I hope you like your present. Then I'm gonna go scry on her. She's gonna do way better than Kyra. She's gonna have a +3.
She's gonna have and the DC is still 17.
Yeah.
You look through the spyglass. You look off toward the mainland, just letting your mind wander. You feel the spell start to affect, and it zooms, and you're in a different place. And there's a older woman. She has a striking resemblance to the carving that you've spent so much time over, and so you instantly recognize her. She's in sort of a modest home. She's currently like at a stove, and she's making what seems to be like a nice home cooked meal. Uh, you so your mind expands back, and you see sort of this room, and it's like a quaint little cottage. You can see a table set for 4, and she's just finishing up this meal, and she puts it all out, and she doles it all out. It's not like gourmet cooking, but it looks rustic and good. And then she goes over to a window, and she calls out. She says, Doros, breakfast is ready, dear. Come on in." And you hear like children laughing outside. You hear 2 of them, and they come running in. And you see like these 2 little boys come in, and she says, "Doros, stop fighting your brother." And then he's like, "But Lycos has pushed me in the dirt." "Lycos, did you push Doros in the dirt?" And he's like, "Maybe." "Well, don't do that anymore. Now, where's your father?" And then they're like, "He's asleep still. Go run off, get him." And they run off and get him. And then shortly they come back with a man you do not recognize.
Oh.
This is not the person that you have been carving for the longest time. It's a total stranger to you. She says, "Leon, did you sleep in again?" Anyway. And then they all sit down and they have a nice, charming family meal together. There's laughter, there's joy, and then your spell fades.
I have the ability to detect thoughts on them, so I might as well.
Oh. Okay. On her?
I'll do surface level on all of them and deeper on this man.
Yeah. Okay. You surface level on all of them. She's like, "Those dang kids always getting into trouble with one another." The 2 kids are like having thoughts like how they're going to get each other back. And then they start eating, and they're like, "Oh, this is pretty good. She's outdone herself this time." And the man is just, you see him, he's taking it all in, and he's just like, feels like the luckiest man in the world. He has this loving family. He has 2 sons that look just like him, his beautiful wife, and he just could not be happier.
Weird. Okay. Very good.
Yeah, and your spell fades.
That's all my scrying.
Okay. We will do one more thing, and then I think we'll end the episode. And then if you have extended boat time next week when Sarah's back, we can do a couple more just so that she gets to participate. But you all are gathered together by Pythor. He rounds up each of you the next night and
Uh-oh.
really looks nervous and looks
You gotta restart. He gathers us up the next night.
He gathers you up the next night. He's at the bow of the ship. He looks sort of nervous and frustrated. But he's like, wait, and he's sort of patiently, like not patiently, he's impatiently waiting for all of you to arrive. Who do we think is the last one here? Probably Kai, the last one to wander up. He says, "Oh, good. You're here. Okay." And he reaches into a pouch and he pulls out 2 letters. One of them says, he's sort of like, you guys catch a glimpse of it. It says, "If I die in a volcano." And he flips to the next one and it says, "The ant." Okay, he opens up the first one and it's like, "If I die in a volcano." It just says, "Nice." And then that's all that's written on the paper. And then the next one, he's like, "Okay, I have explicit instructions. And it's very important that you all are here. And you're all paying attention. I don't want to be here. So you are going to be here. And you don't get to like it any more than I do. Okay? But we just got to do it, or else she's going to be real upset when she's back. Okay? Just 5 minutes." Okay. He opens the next one. And then he just starts reading it. He says, Pythor, before you begin, I need you to do a few things. First, stand somewhere with a good view of the night sky. Check. And then do not stand in front of a torch. He takes a couple steps away from the torch and says, now take a slow breath and look up at the sky with a sense of quiet wonder. Okay. Goes back to the paper. You are a bard now. He takes just a very loud sigh. Now, in a soft and thoughtful voice, begin. Okay. So. Do you see it? He jabs a finger up at the sky. There, low on the horizon. A little scatter of stars, a crooked line. That is the ant. Pause here, smile softly. A humble constellation, I know. No blazing golden heart. No chained titan beneath a mountain. Sailors barely bother to name it when they chart their course. But philosophers, philosophers have always loved that one. I already hate this story. In the elder days, when the Gygon sages still debated beneath marble colonnades, there was one among them who walked far from his city and found an anthill at the foot of an olive tree. He lay on the warm stone and watched. He watched ants? That's what she wants me to tell you? A story about a man watching ants? She could have written one about a siege. I know a great one about a siege. He just puts the paper away. Okay, here's the real story. Third Arisian campaign. Picture it. Mitro sent 15,000 soldiers to the walls of Arisia. 15,000! Greatest army ever assembled on the peninsula. Siege towers, battering rams, the works. They got there. Walls are tall. Very tall. Someone forgot to measure. The towers, they're too short. He pauses for dramatic effect. So, they take the rams. They take the rams to the gates. The gates, they're good iron. The rams bounce off. They're literally just bouncing off the gates. Men are getting knocked back by their own ram. It's crazy. 6 weeks they wait outside those walls. 6 weeks. And Arisia just waited inside, comfortable. They had a harvest that year or something, so plenty of food. Plenty of food. Mytros did not have plenty of food. Eventually, their general, Aeneas, big man, brave man, generally one of the greatest guys. He tries to scale the wall himself, personally. That's real bravery. To inspire his men, he gets halfway up, falls into the moat. He survives, but the moat, it was so dirty. It was so gross. It was horrible. And then they went home. Arisia didn't even open their gates to taunt them. Anyway, where was I? Ants. Okay, he gets back to the paper. Okay, so Ant-Man, he saw laborers. They were carrying burdens, 10 times their size or something. And he thought, there's devotion. That kind, they never break. They never ask for thanks. He saw armies in perfect lines. Imagine proud generals. I know a thing or two about generals. He saw soldiers burning with loyalty, whole campaigns waged for glory, for their homeland. He is visibly getting into the story at this point. He saw a queen emerge from the depths of a hill and imagined a coronation. Pomp and ceremony, subjects bowing their heads in reverence. Soften your voice here, Pythor. This is the heart of the story. Okay. He ascribed strategy and ceremony to their movements. He believed he glimpsed ambition in their struggles and poetry in their industry. He filled their tiny world with grand meaning, with grief, with triumph, with all the theater of civilization. He was certain that what he witnessed, crouched over that little mound of earth, was no less than the drama of a whole people. Now pause, Pythor. Let it sit. Heroes, they need a moment. Don't fill the silence. Don't say anything. Not a word. Not a grunt. Nothing. He opens his mouth, closes his mouth, opens it again, looks at all you. But they were only ants. He's nodding along at the story. They did not know they were observed. They did not plan epics. They followed sense and instinct. The philosopher's mind had built empires atop what was simply survival. This next part is important, Pythor, so I need you to slow down. I know you want to rush. You love a good story. You've probably already invested in this one, but slow down. Takes a second. Holds it back. Okay. Many days he returned, and he grew attached to them, as one does when one watches anything long enough. He gave them some names. He brought small gifts, crumbs of bread, drops of honey, and told himself these ants received them with gratitude. Then, one morning, one of his favorites seemed to dance for him. It spun, it circled in a way that looked, he was certain of it, like joy, like a performance meant for him alone. He leaned in close, he smiled like a fool, and he slipped. Pythor like pauses for real, like he doesn't actually read Pythor pause. One misplaced hand, one stumble, and just like that, half the colony was gone. Not from malice, not from war, from nothing more than a man leaning too close to something he thought he understood. Pythor like throws like he's like, that's horrible. They killed him. The ants he named. This story. I just want you to know, I did not come up with this story. I would never tell a story like this. What's the point? He just kills his friends. It's stupid. And then grab the letter. Okay, Kyle, I need you to not go off on a rant on this point. Okay, we're gonna ignore that part. Okay, now turn to look at the heroes and speak slowly with gravity. You're about to say something important. Okay. And so, the philosopher sat back down from the ruin of the anthill, and he asked himself troubling questions. When the heavens look down upon Thylea, when the stars, the moon, and the sun, what do they see? Do they watch our wars and call them sagas? Do they witness our loves and mistakes and mistake them for divine dramas? Do they see our fear and name it courage, our pride and call it destiny? Are we simply ants? Pythor's like, He's like really taking it in now. Perhaps the gods misunderstood us as thoroughly as the philosopher misunderstood the ants. Perhaps our struggles are both smaller and larger than we believe. Perhaps there's some vast, well-meaning hand that has leaned too close and does not yet know what they have crushed. Here's where you go quiet, Pythor. The heroes, they're thinking now. Let them. He like pauses for like 2 minutes, waiting for you all to like have some sort of reaction. When you start to get bored of the silence, he then continues. Say, here's the lesson the ant teaches, heroes. Be kind to those smaller than you. Their struggles are vast to them. And even if it seems like nothing from where we stand, don't confuse understanding them for the truth. He's like confused in his mind. You see him. And study those greater than you, but do not assume you know their gaze. What looks down upon you may love you deeply and still not comprehend you at all. He's like, this, I've really lost the plot of this story. I'm going to need one of you to explain it to me afterwards. And then he like squints at the last couple lines. He says, now look back up at the constellation one more time, wistfully, Pythor. Do you know what wistfully means? It means like you're like a little sad, but also a little at peace. Can you do that? He's like, puts his face into that expression. The ant is small in the sky, easy to miss, but it reminds us of our place somewhere between dust below and mystery above. Observed, perhaps. Beloved, perhaps. Understood? That is a different matter entirely. It's like, wow, that was great, guys. The stunning performance on my part, right? Like, round of applause.
Where's Kyra?
Yeah, she's a little late, but doesn't worry. I got this prepared. I did this. She gave me, I have a lot of them in here. So we are going to be, she's probably on vacation. This is just like her, like another trick of hers. She's like, oh no, I'm missing. What are the heroes going to do? She's going to show up when you least expect her. Like, you're going to open a door, boom, there she is. And she's probably going to throw something in your face.
Wow. She really died, didn't she?
No,
I
we're
don't think
immortal.
she's dead.
How likely is it that you actually killed Kyriakos? I think it's going up.
I agree.
It's
Every
not
day.
likely.
Her favorite
he
thing is
can't.
to annoy us.
This man is very weak. Like, he's the strongest of all of you. But, like, Kyra's way stronger than him.
She's not dead. She's just in a bad, unreachable place that nobody comes back from.
That's ominous, and I don't like you saying that.
Well,
It's also very
she's
specific.
somewhere in my trust.
Isn't that
we
kind
come
of
back
what
to the
death
temple.
is?
Where?
The
So
bad
where are these
unreachable
ants?
place.
Where are these ants? Why do they live in a hill? And where are their nieces and nephews?
Listen, I need one of you to explain the story to me.
You can ask Sophron. He
Just-
probably understands.
Kyra takes pity on mortals and appreciates their struggles and doesn't dismiss them and wants to be a part of them and understand and participate in their lives because everything that we experience is big to us and meaningful to us, even though it might not be that way or appear that way to some gods and titans.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Literally could
You
not
did.
have.
It was actually a wonderful story, and she did an excellent job. Portrayed the metaphor very well. You butchered the presentation, Python.
Yeah, I mean, God of War butchery, that's what I do. Am I right?
Like limp high five Python.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great night. And he just like wanders off. He leaves the paper with one of you.
Well, guess that was something. So we think there's ants on this island, or guy gone?
Little tiny people.
Ooh,
At least there's no Titan in that story. That's for the best.
what if it was a really small titan?
A whole anthill of tiny Titans.
Dangerous.
Okay. Perfect. Well, that is, you guys will leave that sort of gathering, and maybe one of you, whoever has the Antikytheros, will attune to the ant and set you guys on a path toward it. And you sail peacefully through the night. So, the next dawn, Abby, does that sound like a good time of
That
day?
sounds like a great time of day.
That's like the only time of day you
The
ever do
only-
anything. Perfect. So we'll end with this scene, sort of a continuation of our vignette from the beginning. So as we begin, as we will end. So set the scene for me.
So, it's dawn. Elegy
Mhm.
has procured box. She spent so much time with this box. Thinking about it and like sitting with it. But it's been like since she sang to it, it's been like a week and she's been amping herself up. And she like has multiple drafts of a document that are like that she's tossed and she's fixed. She's like referenced contracts that we have to like get everything right. And she just is sitting on the deck of the ship with said box, probably post letter burning. So it's like
Mhm.
dawn has passed, but we're still in early morning. And she just sits like across from the box to start. And she talks to it. And she says, this is going to be a page-long monologue. Okay, ready?
Okay. Uh-huh.
There's a lot of information to get through.
The box is paying attention.
The box is available. She says, I was sworn a vow once. Before gods and mortals and song, he swore to remember what the world would have erased. He knew the cost of that oath and made it anyway. I am here to do the same. I know what it is to hold what is sacred, alone, unseen, with no promise that it will ever again be cherished. And then she reaches out and touches the box, and she says,
Cool.
we are the same. She takes her hand away. I swear this oath in the name of everything, every precious thing that lives on, only because somebody refuses to forget. Every light kept alive against the dark. I will not cage you. I will not claim you. I only offer myself as the one who continues the vigil. If I am judged worthy, I take up this charge. I will be the keeper for what this box has held. I will bear witness to all it has sheltered. I will know its contents as all things deserve to be known. I will remember what should not be forgotten. And I will carry this duty as I carry all that I love, with everything I am, everything I have been, and everything I have yet to become. And she just like sits there.
Just sit there in silence, eyes closed, feeling the dawn light on you. It's very peaceful. You feel a whole weight sort of settle on you. At the same time, you feel a whole weight released off of you. You feel that as the oath settling on you, and as sort of the weight of having all of this inside of you and not said, now finally be said. And it's a great deal of weight off of your shoulders. And you just bask in that for some time. And it just feels good. You've almost sort of forgot that the box was the purpose of this. It just feels like you've now said this for yourself alone. And that's great. Some time passes. You open your eyes and the box is gone. It's not open. There's not like pieces of it. It's simply gone. And in its place is about a yay big silver dragon egg resting gently on the deck of the ship. And that is where we'll call the episode for the night.
Elegy's like, no, that's supposed to be Aeneas.
Okay, perfect. That's the wrap. That's the episode. Fire Island, done. Whole civilization, ruined. Hakuroa, out.
Check.
Check, check, check. We are
Kyra, dead.
getting business done. Okay, so we'll be back next week as we do an abridged boat time, really just letting Nemea do a couple scene, one or two, and then we have more story. We will have the the constellation associated with the ant. You have no idea what it entails, but you will find out when you get to its shores. If it has shores, is it even an island? Not all the constellations point to an island. They point you in a direction. So we'll figure out what that means.
Whirlpool.
That's concerning.
That is concerning, and it was ominous, but it does lead to an island. So that was just me spitballing. We'll see you next time. Anyway, have a good night. I'm Logan. As always, bye.
Bye.